Hello everyone, welcome to NCERT 6 to 10 class in short. Today we are going to discuss about the important international days of the month March. So let's begin. March 1, Self-Injury Awareness Day. Self-Injury Awareness Day, also known as Self-Harm Awareness Day, is a grassroots global awareness event or campaign on March 1. On this day and the weeks leading up to it, some people choose to be more open about their self-harm, and awareness organizations make special efforts to raise awareness about self-harm and self-injury. Moving on, again March 1, World Civil Defense Day. World Civil Defense Day is annually observed across the globe on 1st March to honor the significance of civil defense and the personnel who have sacrificed their lives for it. The purpose of the day is to promote public awareness about civil defense, civil protection, and emergency management in order to better prepare the civilian population to protect itself in the event of an emergency and to reduce the risk of disaster. Again, March 1, World SEAGRASS Day. World SEAGRASS Day is an annual event held on March 1 to raise awareness about seagrass, the only flowering plant which grows in the marine environment, and its important functions in the ecosystem. March 1 is also observed as Zero Discrimination Day. Zero Discrimination Day is an annual day celebrated on 1st March each year by the United Nations and other international organizations. The day aims to promote equality before the law and in practice throughout all of the member countries of the UN. The day was first celebrated on March 1, 2014. One more observance on March 1, Disability Day of Mourning. The Disability Day of Mourning is observed annually on 1st March to commemorate disabled people who have been murdered by their caregivers, especially parents. Next, March 3, World Wildlife Day. The day is an opportunity to celebrate the amazing biodiversity that we share our planet with and to raise awareness of the problems threatening the delicate balance that sustains all life on Earth. March 3 is also observed as World Hearing Day. World Hearing Day is held on 3rd March each year to raise awareness on how to prevent deafness and hearing loss and promote ear and hearing care across the world. Moving on, March 4, World Obesity Day. World Obesity Day is observed globally on 4th March as of March 2020, having previously been observed on the 11th of October, with the view of promoting practical solutions to end the global obesity crisis. Moving on, March 8, International Women's Day. International Women's Day (IWD) is a global holiday celebrated annually on March 8 to commemorate the cultural, political, and socio-economic achievements of women. It is also a focal point in the women's rights movement, bringing attention to issues such as gender equality, reproductive rights, and violence and abuse against women. Next, March 12, World Day Against Cyber Censorship. World Day Against Cyber Censorship is an online event held each year on March 12 to attention to the ways that governments around the world are deterring and censoring free speech online. Next is March 14, Pi Day. Pi Day is an annual celebration of the mathematical constant pi. Pi Day is observed on March 14, 3 by 14 in the month per day format, since 3, 1 and 4 are the first three significant figures of pi. It was founded in 1988 by Larry Shaw, an employee of the San Francisco, California Science Museum, the Exploratorium. Next, March 15, International Day to Combat Islamophobia. International Day to Combat Islamophobia is an international observance designated by United Nations in 2022, taking place on 15 March every year in 140 countries worldwide. The purpose of observing this day is to show the true face of Islam to those who hate Islam. March 15 is also observed as World Consumer Rights Day. The consumer movement marks 15th March with World Consumer Rights Day every year as a means of raising global awareness about consumer rights and needs. Next, March 20, Earth Equinox Day. The equinoctial Earth Day is celebrated on the March equinox around March 20 to mark the arrival of astronomical spring in the northern hemisphere and of astronomical autumn in the southern hemisphere. An equinox in astronomy is that point in time, not a whole day, when the sun is directly above the Earth's equator, occurring around March 20 and September 23 each year. So this day is somewhat a phenomenal day. March 20 is also observed as International Astrology Day. International Astrology Day, most often observed on either March 20 or March 21, was first asserted by the Association for Astrological Networking in 1993 and is an annual observance or holiday celebrated by astrologers and astrology enthusiasts. March 20 is also celebrated as World Storytelling Day. World Storytelling Day is a global celebration of the art of oral storytelling. It's celebrated every year on the March equinox on or near March 20. On World Storytelling Day, as many people as possible tell and listen to stories in as many languages and at as many places as possible during the same day and night. March 20 is again celebrated as International Day of Happiness. The International Day of Happiness is celebrated throughout the world on March 20. It was established by the United Nations General Assembly on 20 June 2012. Again, March 20, UN French Language Day. UN French Language Day is observed annually on 20 March. The event was established by UN's Department of Public Information in 2010 to celebrate multilingualism and cultural diversity as well as to promote equal use of all 6 official languages throughout the organization. Again, March 20 is also observed as World Sparrow Day. World Sparrow Day is a day designated to raise awareness of the house sparrow and then other common birds to urban environments and of threats to their populations observed on 20 March. It's an international initiative by the Nature Forever Society of India in collaboration with the Ecosystem Action Foundation of France and numerous other national and international organizations across the world. Moving on, March 21, Education Freedom Day. Education Freedom Day or EFD is an international event launched by the Digital Freedom Foundation in 2013. It's annually observed on March 21. It is similar to other Freedom Days, namely Software, Hardware and Culture Freedom Day. March 21 is also celebrated as International Color Day. International Color Day is an annual event held on March 21 to celebrate colors. Again, March 21, International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. The International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination is observed annually on 21 March. On that day, in 1960, police opened fire at a peaceful demonstration in Sharpeville, South Africa against the apartheid pass laws. 69 people were killed and 180 were injured. Proclaiming the day in 1966, the United Nations General Assembly called on the international community to redouble its efforts to eliminate all forms of racial discrimination. Again, March 21, International Day of Forest. The International Day of Forest was established on the 21st day of March by a resolution of the United Nations General Assembly on November 28, 2013. Each year, various events celebrate and raise awareness of the importance of all types of forests and trees outside forests for the benefit of current and future generations. March 21 is also observed as World Down Syndrome Day. World Down Syndrome Day (WDSD) is marked each year on March 21 beginning in 2006. The 21st day of March, the third month of the year, was selected to signify the uniqueness of the triplication or trisomy of the 21st chromosome which causes Down syndrome. That is, 21st chromosome is seen as triple in these people and hence the date March 21. March 21 is also celebrated as World Poetry Day. World Poetry Day is celebrated on 21 March and was declared by UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, in 1999 with the aim of supporting linguistic diversity through poetic expression and increasing the opportunity for endangered languages to be heard. Again, March 21 is also celebrated as World Puppetry Day. Every year on March 21st, World Puppetry Day seeks to recognize puppetry as a global art form. It's also a day to honor puppeteers around the world. Moving on, March 22, World Water Day. World Water Day is an annual United Nations Observance Day held on 22 March that highlights the importance of fresh water. The day is used to advocate for the sustainable management of freshwater resources. Next is March 23, World Meteorological Day. World Meteorological Day was established in 1961 to commemorate the World Meteorological Organization creation on 23 March 1950. This organization announces a slogan for World Meteorology Day every year, and this day is celebrated in all member countries. Next is March 24, International Day for the Right to the Truth concerning gross human rights violations and for the dignity of victims. March 24 is also observed as World Tuberculosis Day. Each year, we commemorate World Tuberculosis Day on March 24 to raise public awareness about the devastating health, social and economic consequences of TB and to step up efforts to end the global TB epidemic. The date marks the day in 1882 when Dr. Robert Koch announced that he had discovered the bacterium that causes TB, which opened the way towards diagnosing and curing this disease. Next is March 25, International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade. March 25 is also observed as International Day of Solidarity with Detained and Missing Staff Members. March 25 is also observed as International Day of Unborn Child. The International Day of Unborn Child is an annual commemoration of unborn fetuses observed as a day of opposition to abortion on March 25. Next is March 27, World Theatre Day. World Theatre Day (WTD) is an international observance celebrated on 27 March. It was initiated in 1961 by the International Theatre Institute. Next is March 31, International Transgender Day of Visibility. International Transgender Day of Visibility is an annual event occurring on March 31 dedicated to celebrating transgender people and raising awareness of discrimination faced by transgender people worldwide, as well as a celebration of their contributions to society. Last but not least, March 31 is also observed or celebrated as World Backup Day. So these are the important days of the month of March. We will be meeting in the next video. Until then, bye.